The Parent's Guide to Child Injury Lawsuits. Child injury lawsuits are highly emotional for obvious reasons, and nobody wants to go through the ordeal. It is profoundly frustrating for parents to feel powerless to help their son or daughter when they've been hurt. Sadly, many parents blame themselves when the reality is that there's nothing they could have done to prevent the accident, injury, or traumatic event from occurring. So how do you go about getting justice and compensation for your innocent child when they've been harmed? Here's a quick guide. Can I sue an adult if they accidentally hurt my child? Yes, absolutely. Obviously, while your child is a minor, they lack the capacity to sue someone themselves, but you can file a civil lawsuit on your child's behalf. Under the law, your child is entitled to the same amount of monetary damages as an adult with similar injuries. And you, as a parent, may be entitled to additional compensation for your own extraordinary expenses in caring for your child after they've been hurt, physically, emotionally, or both. Even if adult did not intentionally mean to cause harm to your son or daughter, they may be liable for monetary damages if their actions were negligent, careless, or reckless. Can I sue an adult if they intentionally hurt my child? If an adult intentionally hurts your child, you may be awarded punitive damages above and beyond what the injury has cost you personally. Punitive damages are monetary awards granted by the court as a means of further punishing a perpetrator for their wrongful actions. Remember, if your child has been hurt, it is up to you to advocate for them, assert their rights, and defend their interests. But let's face it, you're busy enough just being their parent, so let an expert child's injury attorney fight your legal battles for you while you get back to the full-time job of caring for your son or daughter. Can I sue the parents of a child who hurt my child? In certain circumstances, yes. Parents of children who hurt other children may be held legally and financially responsible for their child's harmful actions, depending on the nature of the offense and how old the child is. For example, if the harm to your child was the result of negligent supervision by other parents, you may be able to file a lawsuit against the careless adults who were supposed to be watching your son or daughter when he or she was injured. Can I sue somebody if they sexually abused my child? Yes, of course. If the child has suffered sexual abuse, the offender will likely face criminal charges and jail time. But that doesn't help you as a parent pay for the therapy, mental health services, and medical treatment your child will need in order to recover. It also doesn't fairly compensate you and your child for the pain you have endured. This is where a civil personal injury lawsuit comes in. If the perpetrator has any personal funds or financial assets, a child personal injury lawyer can quite literally make them pay. The parents of a sexually abused child can recover monetary damages and any income they may have lost while caring for their victimized son or daughter. Parents may also receive punitive damages, extra payouts intended to punish the sex offender on behalf of their abused child. We understand if your child was abused sexually by another, this is a very sensitive and hard time for you and your child. Rest assured, though, that if and when you bring a lawsuit, you can protect your child's privacy by filing the lawsuit confidentially. Their names will not be in the lawsuit. In other words, that will protect your child's privacy in this tough time. Can I sue the other driver if my child was injured or killed in a car accident? Yes, of course you can. Just because your child is a minor doesn't mean they're not entitled to compensation for their injuries after a car or truck accident. And if you lost a child in a car crash, you may have cause to file a lawsuit for wrongful death, especially if the driver who caused the accident was under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or was texting or talking on their phone while driving. But even if your child survived the accident and sustained only minor injuries, you as a parent can bring a lawsuit on their behalf to be compensated for the minor's pain and suffering and mental anguish, and for medical expenses you incurred and time away from work you may have taken to care for them. Can I sue someone if my child was injured or killed in a school bus accident? Many parents think that they can't sue a school if their child was injured in a school bus accident. This is not necessarily true. Laws regarding sovereign immunity can make it more difficult to sue a public school for a bus driver's negligence or poor driving, but a skilled personal injury attorney can often use different legal strategies to get you and your child the monetary award you deserve after a school bus accident. Do I need a child injury lawyer near me? Whether your child has been injured by a caretaker, medical professional, reckless driver, or another child, you should find the best children's personal injury lawyer in your area and schedule a free consultation. At Attorney911, we have decades of experience in all types of personal injury cases and are passionate about getting you the compensation you deserve for your child's injury. Have questions? It's our job to protect victims like you. Email us anytime We want to hear your story and see how we can help. Thank you for watching.